Hello YouTube, I'm back. My X5, it's an E70 35D, it's a diesel, 2012. I'm getting a actually two error from the check engine light errors. One of them is P205B, which is the reductant tank temperature sensor, and the other one is the P203A, which is the reductant level sensor. Now, these are both in the same assembly. It's located under the passenger wheel well, right behind the plastic covering, which I'll show you in a few seconds what we have to take out, which screws we have to take out, and this comes out fairly easy once you undo everything. And one more thing that you have to take out before you start anything is this front ornamental grill here. It's this one right here. This just is an ornamental grill. All you have to do is a little hole here, pull it upwards like that. I found it easier to put my hand from the inside and push down on one of these, and just simply just comes off. There's two tabs, one here and one here, which go into these. This it's like that. On the right hand side, this goes into this slot here, and it just fits in there. You'll figure it out. It's very easy to take out. The wheel well, the plastic, looks like this before it comes out. So what you have to do, there's a whole series of 8mm screws that you take out from the perimeter. There are a few clips up on the flare here. There's 3 clips which come out with this tool that I have here, and one screw in the middle here, which is a T15 star-shaped bolt. It's a screw. It's not a bolt. It's a screw. Once you take all these out, it comes out fairly easy. Keep in mind that there are a few under the cart here. Once you take all these out, you can see the reservoir there. It's right behind this bracket here. There's one screw up here. There's one right behind here. These are number 10s, 10mm. And there's two 13mm bolts right behind there, which I have to take out. And this comes straight out like that, and I'll show you what it looks like in a little bit. Okay, we managed to take the reservoir out. Now there's a few things that we have to be careful. There is one thick pipe here, and there's one thinner pipe here, which attach to the unit with these two hoses. Now these hoses, they run up through here on these little clips here, and they go right behind this part here. So when you're taking out the reservoir like so, they come right behind here down. So when you're gonna put it back, we're gonna have to put these through here. Now the hole that is in the front of the car, the ornamental hole, that the part that we took out from this side here, that helps to take this hose and this hose off the unit, just simply pushing these little tabs here. There's one here and there's one on this side here. Just push that in and it comes out. These come out very easily. Now on the unit itself, that's what it looks like. Okay, this is the part that we would see from the wheel well inside. Okay, these are the two hoses I was referring to before. There are two screws. These are number 10 screws here. There's one here and one here. You bolt those onto the car there, and the other two were 13mm screws. I mean bolts. These go right behind this part here to bolt it on the car. On the left hand side there are 1, 2, 3 clips. There's 1, 2, 3 clips there. Let me just turn it around. You can, once you have the unit, you can unbolt all the screws and bolts and have this maneuver inside the car, because it won't just fall down there. You can actually keep it inside the well there until you pull it out yourself. So it gives you a little bit of leverage to take out the 4. There's 4 harnesses there. There's one here, which is basic, you know, push harness. Let's see, get some light on there. Okay, there's a little clip there. Just push that down and pull it out. That's very, very easy. Same applies to this one. There's a clip. Let me see where that is. Just pull it out. I guess comes out very easy. This one gave me a hard time. It's a very, very basic harness. Just two little tabs on the right and left, but it would not come out. It was very, very hard. It's very simple though. It's not a very hard concept. And this one just has a little tab in the back. You just push that and pull that out. These are the 4 tabs that we have to take out. Electrical connections anyway. Okay, and these hoses here that we were referring to before. Other than that, there are no other connections here. Now we're gonna go and take off the compressor off the unit. This is the compressor here. I see there's 1, 2, 3. I think they're star torque maybe bolts. Probably are. I'll take this off, and as soon as I know what kind of torque wrench to use, or we'll see what we need to take this off, I'll get back to you. All right. I took off the 3 screws here. These are T25 torque screws. The unit comes off, but there's a electrical connection here that you have to take out before you do that. Very, very easy. There's a tab here. Just push that down and pull it out, and you can put this aside like that. So now we actually have access to what we're actually going to do. This is what we're going to replace here. This has to, well, I have to figure out what I need to take off from here on. I'll tackle that and I'll get right back to you guys. Next, just simply slide out these holders here for the zip ties. These are the ties that the zip ties are going to just, you know, hold in place these wires coming out of the reservoir. And there's 1, there's 2, let's see how many there are. 2, there's 3, 4 little brackets that just slide onto this plastic on top, and they just stay there nice and cool. So just slide these out, take them off just like that, and just put them aside. This should be easily unscrewed with one of these plumber's wrenches here, what they're called, I don't know. I did it with a little mallet and a piece of 2x4. It came out fairly easy. Just unscrew that. As soon as I do that, see what's under there, and I'll keep this video going. See you in a little bit. These are the 2 harnesses that go into the reservoir there. This is the part we're changing actually. Now I just want to note that this larger harness is has a where is it? Here it is. Has a little plastic like rectangular piece in the back here. This actually goes and I don't know if you can see that there. This goes into this little part on the bracket and turn that, and this stays in place there, and then the other part comes on this side. So to take this off, all you have to do is, let's get this stuff out of the way, just turn this counterclockwise, and just comes out just like that. So now, once you've taken off the top here, this goes straight through here, and you can take it off. So this is off now. The kit has, let me show you the kit first of all here. The kit has the canister here. It has the top part, which we're taking off right now. It has the harness on it, and it has all the other hardware needed to assemble. It has the plastic that we just took off. Note that the plastic, before we take it off, I take a picture of it because there are a few markings on this that you need to remember. There's a little arrow here, and if you look on the there's a, let me just show you that. I don't know if I can get that. There's some light in there. Okay, there's a yellow dot there. Take a picture because you have to align that little marking and the yellow dot once we put the new one in to that marking on the reservoir. So these have to be aligned when we put them in. Okay, keep that in mind. All right, now we took out the old canister. That's what it looks like here. So the part that we're actually changing is this. These are the sensors here for the level, and inside there's a temperature sensor, which is in the same canister here. So it's one part that you change, and both of these components are already installed. You don't have to buy anything extra. They're all in this pack. It's from Bosch. I bought the original part, so I'll put the part number in the description in the video. One thing that I just want to let you know is that it's a complete set. You have everything that you need. It's got the rubber flange that you get. You get the top screw thing that you get there. These are the brand new O-rings, bolts, and screws. They're stainless steel ones. Even the zip ties here have the little plastic connectors that we were talking about before. They're on here. These here, I don't know what these are exactly. The old one did not have any of these yellow and green things on them, so I'm just supposing that these are probably things that we don't have to fiddle with, so I'll just leave them alone. Let me go ahead and, the way that we take let me just go back to this canister here. The way that you take this out of the reservoir is, once it's in its place, all you have to do is just put your hand inside and turn it counterclockwise. There are little tabs here on the bottom, which are, it's a small counterclockwise movement. It just goes click and just pull it straight out. There's no bolts, there's no screws, there's nothing involved here. Pull that out and you're ready to go. So now I'm going to go ahead and install the other one. I have this here. I'm going to go see where the O-rings and the other components that I have to put together here are, and I'll come back to you guys. Okay, a quick reference to this. The tiny O-ring goes in this center hole here. The smaller O-ring that you get from the kit, that goes here. The other one goes here, but there's one already in place, so I don't know why they give you a second one. That one is supposed to go here, but there's one in place, so just just leave that be. This also goes into this little slot here. Just push it in, this little tab, it clicks, and it goes in place. So slide it in, the reservoir. Remember that you have to keep track of the little mark on the left hand side of the reservoir as you're working on this, or at least I'm working on the left hand side on the tank. As I took it out, I just put it in and I'm working on it the same way so I don't confused myself. The yellow dot is on the same side, so it's supposed to go in. There's only one way to put it in anyway, but just slide it in and clockwise click it in place. Now it's in place here. The rubber seal, you just run it through the wiring. It comes to this place. Just wrap it around here, just like that. And as soon as you put it on the other side, maybe I should have left that out. But anyway, you get the idea. It just goes through here. As soon as I put that in place, I'll come back and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, the flange. Just bring it over this and you seat it like the one you took out. Make sure that it's seated properly all the way around. Pushing backwards with your fingers. Make sure it goes behind the canister. Inside, like so. You can see that. It's inside there. Just push it backwards so the canister comes out. Like that. Make sure it's seated all the way around. Pull it to this side. Make sure it's seated all the way around. Just like that. And as we said before, this will come down and sit in here with the yellow part to the little marking there, just like that. And as soon as I push it down, I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, this is what it should look like when we're done. I've already put the compressor on. The 3 T25 screws are in. I use the new ones, of course. Let me see. This, I used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 clips to put the zip ties down. Run the cables around like it was before, nice and neat around here. Make sure that you take the plastic clip that's behind this harness right here is not provided for the new part, so take that off the old one and just use that to secure this on the bracket there. Make sure that all your connections are nice and snug. This should be okay. The harness that we took off the compressor should go back in, so I just put that on now. Clicked, so it's in place. Everything is fine. Okay, this one I never took off, so I never have to do that. There's 1, 2 here. These are the ones that we have to put in place afterwards. Alright, this is ready to go on. Note that if you do have urea liquid in your canister there, take it out. I mean, once you take out the flange and the big part here, you can actually just dump it out. I put it in a big canister there. There is a filter on this part that we just put in, so you see some stuff here. I'm not going to use this, but I'm just saying that if you want to filter this out, just reuse it, you can do that. I got brand new DEF. I got them back there. Those are the two AdBlue that I'm going to be using. I'm going to put brand new in there, but if you do have a whole bunch like I do here, you can actually filter that and put it back in to use it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. You can do that. Work with an empty canister. It makes it much easier for your, and plus this stuff is not good for your hands. I use gloves all the time, so I have no problems. Let me go put this back on, and I'll see you in a few minutes. Quick recap here. I use the extender here with a swivel 13 to get back to these 13 millimeters. They're all the way back there, so you know they're a pain in the you know what to get to. The 210s up here, those are fairly easy. In order to screw the one behind this little bracket here, I take off this little connection here, but if you just, you see there's a little plastic here, just put it through there and twist it, it goes back into place. That's where it's supposed to be. It helps you get behind this screw right here. So once you got those tightened in, you're good to go. I'm just gonna go grab that last one back there I have, and I'm pretty much ready here. Don't forget to run these two hoses through the top part here. You've got your brackets all the way back there, so once you get them in there, just click them in. There's one there, there's one there. So you can see that. Probably I should connect them first and then do that, but you get the idea. That's where they go, and then they go and hook up all the way back there. This is the small one, and this is the large one. Just click them in, and you're ready to run. And then just put back the wheel well protector. Just remember where your screws are, and remember to slide it from the underside up like that, like the way you took it out. You probably figured that one out, so that's fine. Okay, we're almost done here. I'll go ahead and get this bad boy together and see if the codes go away once I do my programming. I think that pretty much wraps this one up. If I see something on my way, I'm putting this together, I'll come back. See you in a little bit. Okay, now we have to fill up the tank. On my car, this is where you have to put the AdBlue diesel exhaust fluid. That's what DEF is. So just untighten this and off the bottle cap here. Take the top part off. Now this has a valve here, so even if you turn it upside down, it won't run. You put it in here. You twist it, and twisting it, you push it down, and it starts feeding. So now it's filling up the. Come up here. So when you push it down, the DEF starts going into the tank, and once it's full, it'll stop. The tank is filling now. Before I do anything else, let me just make sure that there's no leaks under here. No, okay. I'll keep going now. Shouldn't take too long. This bottle's almost over. That's basically what you have to do. There's nothing else to it. Once it's full, just won't take any more. When you're done, pick it up again, valve closes, turn it, and just add as many bottles as you need. And when it's full, just put the cap on and you're ready to go. That's all you do. I just want to let everyone know that these bottles here have a unique mechanism here in order to turn upside down and properly pour the water, the fluid anyway, the DEF into the reservoir. Now there are bulk bottles of DEF if you want out there. They're probably cheaper. You can reuse these bottles. So if you want to, buy bulk, you can just always fill these up. You know that you're a half gallon of DEF. Just screw this back on, and it works like a charm. Just make sure that you have it twisted all the way, and you can reuse these bottles. So don't throw one, at least. Don't throw them away. You can always reuse one of these bottles. Thanks for watching this video. I reset my lights, everything, my CELs. So I hope everything is fine, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.